This is real short. Won't take but a second, okay? This is the next thing because, guys, next week is the days that you want to be in here, okay? You need to be aware of territorial expansion, okay? We're all pretty much aware of that. It's not that big of a deal. But again, knowing what happened and why it happened is important. There's several steps to it, okay? First thing is this, okay? You can't expand if you're not here to begin with. So our colonial period from 1607 to 1776, the reason we expanded is because we were settling the colonies. That's it. The western boundary was the Appalachian Mountains. And not because there was an electric fence or a wall there, because there were mountains there. And there were Indians on the other side. Okay. The next one is the Revolution. Okay? All the expansion here is this. We just acquired all that land the British had owned. Okay? That's where it starts. You know what that is? That's when George says you can't go over the mountains. There's Indians over there. And to make sure we didn't go over the mountains, he put British troops up there. All right? And when he put British troops up there, the colonists say, wait a minute, that's a check on our liberty. We don't have the freedom to cross the mountains, and now you're going to make us pay for these people's salaries? And of course, that's what started the revolution. Okay? So expansion was the linchpin that started our revolt. It was colonists being told, no, you can't go over the mountains, and the troops that are going to stop you from going over the mountains, we're going to make you pay their salaries. That was just too much. And that's what started the revolution. After this, the United States is everything from the Atlantic Ocean to the Mississippi River. Everybody good?
Except for Florida. Florida was still under
Yeah,
Spain.
Florida's still in Spain, right. That's coming up in, I think maybe next. No, it's not next. Louisiana's next. Okay. Probably the most famous in American history. This land was purchased by Jefferson so Americans would have somewhere to go. So Americans would have opportunity. The United States could grow, okay? In other words, Americans could leave the East and have living space, which means something different when Jefferson says it than when Hitler says it. So we're going to purchase Louisiana. We're going to double the size of the nation with the stroke of a pen. Probably the greatest real estate deal in history. 15 cents an acre. Okay. Now, we're going to increase from the Mississippi River to the Rocky Mountains. The entirety of the United States is from the Atlantic Ocean to the Rocky Mountains. 3/4 of North America, of course outside of Canada and Mexico, are now because of the United States. Ask yourself this question. Look at how fast the country's growing. Okay? Are there enough people to fill it out? No, that's the point. That's why this is a big word. Okay? If you're a yeoman living in the East, you cross the Appalachians, now you can go west. Okay? If you're somebody living in Europe, now you've got somewhere to go. Guys, one big thing about expansion, always remember this. Okay? The one thing that you can get in America that you cannot get in Europe is land. You can't get it. It's owned by the church or by the crown. But when you come to America, that's why this is important. It's land for opportunity. Okay? And that, of course, is going to be a pull factor for people coming from Europe. Okay? Okay. Florida. This is going to be a matter of national security. By the time we get Louisiana, it's just like Mrs. Hanson said, the only thing we didn't have was Florida. The Spanish are holding on to Florida with a death grip, okay? But they're not stupid. They know they're surrounded by the United States is becoming a powerful nation, and we will eventually get it. So they're going to cut us a deal where we can buy it from, okay? Getting Florida is not the big deal. It's the peripheral issues that are, okay? It's going to settle the boundary between the Louisiana Purchase and Spanish Mexico. So again, now there is a country on our western border. And to keep the Spanish happy, we're gonna tell them we'll keep our grubbies off of Texas. We don't want it. That's what that boundary is. And the reason it says for the time being is you know how that's gonna go. Okay. Guys, we're almost finished. Is everybody good?